What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with TechDaily. So there are obviously a ton of Bluetooth speakers on the market nowadays. And because of that, a lot of companies tend to get lost in the shuffle. It's tough to stand out unless you bring a really great and truly unique product to the space. And that's exactly what the folks at UB Plus hope to do with their new E2 spherical speaker. Now, like a lot of products nowadays, UB Plus is funding this crazy new speaker through Kickstarter. And they've actually smashed through their goal already, even with still a few days to go. And although this is a crowd-funded product, they obviously already have working production units that they've sent out to me and some other reviewers to show you guys that it is actually a working thing, and they'll be shipping these out to backers in just a couple of months. I'll leave a link to their campaign down below if you do want to learn more. But in the meantime, I wanted to showcase this speaker on the channel because in a sea of bland and boring Bluetooth sound, the E2 really is an interesting idea. It's a very versatile wireless Bluetooth speaker that in some capacity is this sort of conversation piece in really any room of the house, your living room, office, bedroom, wherever. It's almost like an obscure piece of art or furniture in a way, but it's also an incredibly lightweight and very portable speaker that you can take with you on the go. And by the way, the reason I have two of these is because they'll function as stereo speakers to offer an awesome bass-filled surround sound listening experience when connected to really any device. The speaker itself is about the size of a volleyball and weighs barely 2 pounds. It's an all plastic construction, but it doesn't feel cheap. The plastic is still thick and sturdy with a glossy finish in white here, and if you want a different color, you can also opt for matte black and matte aqua, as well as a glossy lime green. Around the back of the speaker, you'll find just a couple buttons and ports, including USB-C for charging and auxiliary for a wired connection. There's also your usual power button and volume controls, and this big old hole here helps deliver the booming bass-heavy sound that I'll talk about in just a minute. So if you couldn't tell already, there are a handful of different ways you can sort of set up and enjoy this speaker. I think for most people, you'll likely just want to drop it on a table or a desk. And to do that, you can use this little rubber cradle that magnetically attaches to the bottom of the speaker. You can technically just angle the speaker however you want in the little cradle if you'd like. Either way, it isn't going to roll off, and that's the simplest way to set up the E2 speaker. Obviously, you can also take it with you on the go. Like I mentioned, it's a surprisingly lightweight speaker, and UB Plus also includes this nice leather carrying strap to attach to it if you want, though this strap is completely removable. But if you want the speaker to be a more permanent and prominent fixture in your home, you can also opt for these extra wooden legs. They come in two sizes. The small legs are about 19 inches tall, and the large legs are about 34 inches tall. I obviously have the large legs here, and you can see that setting the speaker up this way really makes it stand out. The cradle on the legs is also a relatively strong set of magnets that ensures the speaker isn't going to roll off anytime soon. And the magnets are actually strong enough to keep the legs connected, even if you try to lift up the speaker by the strap. It really takes a good pull to disconnect it from the base. When you are on the go, you can expect to get at least 30 hours of music playback time with the speaker, which I think is pretty solid. The speaker does take a few hours to fully charge from 0%, but in the couple weeks I've had both of these through some just casual daily use, I actually haven't had to charge them yet at all. Of course, I wouldn't have bothered making a video on this speaker if it didn't sound amazing, and that is certainly the case here. Now, with one single speaker connected to your phone or computer or even something like a TV, you're going to get a great listening experience. The speaker delivers a crisp, bass-heavy sound profile, which is really surprising given its size and just how lightweight the speaker is. But to take things to the next level though, you can easily connect two of these speakers together to get a fantastic stereo speaker setup. And I think this is really where the E2 shines. With this setup, you're filling the entire room with really fantastic sounding audio and a booming bass that gives a proper thud with every beat. I should note though that because these speakers are rather bass heavy, you sometimes can lose a bit with the mids and highs when you really crank up the volume, but I don't think that's something to be concerned with at all. I do realize it's difficult to get a proper audio sample through YouTube, but here are a few different songs so you can get an idea of what it sounds like with that stereo setup. Another important thing to consider is that while these speakers are great for listening to music, some folks might want to consider using them with a TV to watch a show or a movie, or maybe just stream some videos from whatever device you have in front of you. And if you do that, you're going to get a bit of a delay. The audio with the stereo setup is just a bit out of sync. And that's something that UB Plus has explained on their campaign, and they've been very transparent about. So keep that in mind if you are considering making these speakers your primary audio source for shows or movies. Last but not least, let's talk about the price. Right now, you can contribute to the Kickstarter campaign and snag a single speaker for about $99, or go all out with a double pack for $189. And I think the folks at UB Plus did get the price about right with these. Obviously, it pays to pick up two and save some money, but even at $100 or a little bit under, the E2 is a great value speaker. This kind of product is sort of beyond the usual super portable Bluetooth speakers you might already be familiar with, like the JBL Flip, for example. The E2 is more of a statement piece, a kind of unique multi-purpose product that you buy because it's unique and because it stands out. And I think when UB Plus finally gets these speakers into the hands of their backers, they're really going to be impressed by the result. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you think of UB Plus's new E2 speaker down below in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. Also, be sure to follow TechDaily on Twitter and subscribe to the TechDaily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.